Did you know that vocabulary is one of the biggest predictors of later reading success? That's why I love introducing wow words in preschool. I tell my preschoolers that a wow word is a big word that I'm going to teach them, and then when they go home and use their parents or family are going to say, wow, how do you know that word? I typically find wow words in the books that I read. So as I'm reading one of my stories, if I see that there's a word that maybe my preschoolers wouldn't know, that turns into a wow word. It doesn't always have to be in the book though. The wow word refuse. I have 3 books that I use to teach that word, and the actual word is only in Pinkalicious. She refuses to go to bed. No way, she is not going to do it. But in Green Eggs and Ham, we know that he refuses to eat green eggs and ham. He refuses over and over and over. I really like slop. Piggy wants his best friend Gerald to try the slop, and he says, no way. He refuses.
Yeah!
And then this one is in the title. I will never, not ever, eat a tomato. Lola refuses to eat a tomato. After I introduce my preschoolers to the word refuse, and we've read 1 or 2 of these books, I'm going to ask them to use this word in a sentence. So is there anything that you refuse to eat? Can you tell me something you refuse to eat? If they raise their hand and say broccoli, and then I say, well, repeat it in a sentence. I refuse to eat broccoli, and they'll repeat that. Can you tell me something you refuse to eat?
I refuse to eat macaroni and salad.
You do refuse to eat macaroni salad, yeah. I refuse to eat okra. That one's not my favorite. I try to give everybody in the class a turn to tell me something they refuse to eat. And then later at center time, I'm going to call each of them to my desk, and they're going to tell me again something they refuse to eat, and we're going to make it into a class book. So I take a picture of them crossing their arms like they're refusing to eat it, and then I insert what they said they refused to eat. And so it'll say their name. Dempsey refuses to eat broccoli. Amanda refuses to eat hamburgers. I put this in a big class book like this and put it in our library center, but then I also make these to take. This is one of 3 or 4 mini books that I send home throughout the year that are repetitive reading, so it's going to also introduce them to concepts of print. Here's the cover. They can look at the picture and know who it is. Dempsey refuses to eat broccoli. This is one of my son's favorite things. These books from last year, he'll read them all the time. And so my 3 and 4-year-olds can use the word refuse. The words that you choose for your wow words, it's important to make sure you're repeating it often. So if you see somebody that's refusing something, say it out loud. One that I love is the word astonished. We learned that in one of my snowman stories. Astonished is like you're really surprised. So I'm astonished. Everybody show me what it looks like to be astonished. And then several times like during the year, I'll leave the room and I'll come back, and my assistant would have the students waiting so patiently and quiet, and I would come in and make a big scene. Oh my goodness, I am astonished. I didn't know you were in here. Using those words throughout the year is so important. Let me know if you'd like to see some more of my wow words.